Did you know that one of the secrets to a healthier you, a better birth experience, and better menstrual cycles could be hiding in two unexpected places, like your pelvic floor and your jaw? That's right. Even though these two areas seem like they are worlds apart, they are actually intricately connected. And by tuning in to your pelvic floor and your jaw, they serve as storytellers, wonderful storytellers that reveal to us the state of our nervous systems and our overall well being. This understanding is incredibly important for fertility, menstrual cycles, digestion, and of course, giving birth. So, the pelvic floor is much more than a group of muscles. It is actually intricately connected to our nervous system. When we are stressed, when we're anxious, when we feel overstimulated, our pelvic floor actually reflects the state of being. And this might manifest as pain in the pelvic area. It could be manifested as irregular periods or disrupted digestion and whatnot. So when your nervous system becomes overstimulated, your pelvic floor holds on to tension. And when your pelvic floor holds on to tension here, it restricts the flow of prana, apanavayu, that downward moving energy that is responsible for optimal digestion, menstruation, and childbirth. Now let's bring in the jaw. Believe it or not, the pelvic floor and the jaw are related. So whatever your pelvic floor is doing, your jaw is doing, and vice versa. So when we clench our jaw, it's usually due to repressed emotion, stress, overstimulation. So when we clench our jaw, we hold on to tension, and our pelvic floor is actually mirroring this as well. This is important to know for birth because when women are clenching their jaw during labor and birth, they're not helping that downward movement of prana to happen in order for her to create space, to expand, to allow the baby to descend down into the birth canal. And so all of the energy is being channeled upward when in fact we need it to go downward. And this is why it's very necessary for women to relax their jaw and to create deep vocal tones when going into labor and birth, to relax the pelvic floor. The vagus nerve plays a big role here. The vagus nerve, meaning wandering in Latin, is the longest cranial nerve, and this is a nerve that's connected to our parasympathetic nervous system. It is the nerve that helps us to get into that rest and digest mode. So when we breathe deeply and relax, we are tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us to release tension in the pelvic floor and therefore activate the vagus nerve. So this helps to shift our bodies out of fight or flight mode and get us into rest and digest mode. This is so necessary and so basic, but this is a very key component to healthy fertility, digestion, menstruation, and of course, labor and birth. When we carry stress and tension in our jaw and pelvic floor, it restricts blood flow, it restricts prana, life force energy, to flow through our body and reproductive organs. For birth, we need to nurture that downward moving energy, apanavayu, to help allow labor and birth to progress normally and naturally and avoiding complications. So take a moment today and tune into your body. What is your jaw telling you right now? Can you connect this to your pelvic floor? What are you experiencing in your pelvic floor? And how does your jaw and your pelvic floor reflect your day-to-day activities? If you're interested in diving deeper into the wisdom of your pelvic floor, whether it be for fertility, menstruation, pregnancy and birth, or even postpartum, then send me a DM to find out how Ayurveda can support you on this wonderful journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.